Orange County Registered Digital.
Hello and welcome to the OCVarsity Softball Dugout Show. I'm your host, Jonathan Khamis. I'm being joined by our softball beat writer, Kenny Connolly. And we're here at Mission Viejo High School today, where the #1 team in all of the land, the Diablos, this is where they play their home ball, everybody. And they are undefeated at 15-0 on the season. And how about this for an amazing stat? 11 out of 16 players have scholarships. Not too bad. But Mission Viejo knows they have a target on their backs, don't they, Mr. Kenny Connolly?
They absolutely do. They're the team to beat. You look at our poll, they're #1 in our poll. If you look at Max Prep's poll, they're #1 in the state, #1 in the nation. So everybody's going to be gunning for you when you're #1, but this team is up for it. We talked to Coach Ibarra and a bunch of the players, and the word they kept talking about was balance. They have great pitching with Taylor McQuillan. She could obviously win any game, 1-0. She's that good. And this lineup is stacked 1-9. Alyssa Palomino leading off, tied with the county lead in home runs with 9. And just top to bottom, they're so good. They're so hard to beat. And for any team to beat them, they essentially have to play the perfect game. To think 11 players have scholarship offers at any given time, you have 2 Division I athletes on your bench. That's nice to have at your disposal.
Yeah, I don't know how anyone could ever beat this team. When we caught up with Mission Viejo, here's what they had to say.
The kids do not have any time to let up at all. Again, we take one inning at a time, one at bat, and there's no let up. But they understand what they need to do, and they understand, where we need to be, going into the playoffs.
We just come out and we play our game. We try to keep our intensity up as well and keep it higher than theirs, and we just come out and play.
We just came back from spring break, so I think we had that time off. We're really excited to come back and get things going again with the 2 tournaments. Like earlier in the year, we had so many games in a short period of time, so now it's kind of like scattered out. So we work harder, and we're excited to come back, ready to play like we did before.
I think we're more together this year. We feel like family, and throughout the years, but before this, we had different cliques, but this year we're more together, and we have focused on our goal, and it's all the same.
Our thanks to Mission Viejo for the hospitality hosting us here at the OCVarsity Softball Dugout Show. League action, Kenny. Canyon in the Century League, they have a tough week coming up.
Yeah, this week's no joke. Canyon goes on the road to El Medina, who is probably their top rival. It's one of the best rivalries in the county. I talked to Coach Hay earlier in the season, and these 2 teams really don't like each other. They really don't like each other, but they're both very good. I got a chance to see El Medina last week. Coach Harrington's got a very solid ball club over at Elmo. Maddie Neal's in the circle, solid, 1-9. That lineup is really good. And then Canyon, after Elmo, has to go to Esperanza and play the Aztecs, who nobody's beaten at Esperanza yet. So this is a big week for Canyon. They're 4-1 right now in the Century League. 1-1 would be great. 2-0, I know Coach Hay would be absolutely ecstatic about.
All right, Kenny. One more league we'll talk about here on the show is the Sunset League. What do you got, Kenny?
Huntington Beach is this sneaky, really good softball team that we have not talked about yet. They're 14-3 this season, and when you look at their losses, 1 was against Marina, 1 was against Dana Hills, and the other was against Esperanza. All 3 of those are top 10 teams. And this week, they have a really tough week. Tuesday, they're at Marina, and after that, they're at Edison on Thursday. Edison's one of the hottest teams in the county right now. So like we talked about with Canyon, very tough week on the road. Huntington Beach is going to be road tested again this week. But this is a very good ball club. Coach Forsberg, I know, has said this is the best team he's had at Huntington Beach in a while. And he thinks they can do some things. So this is a big week to show what they really have.
All right, that's what's going on in softball this week. Our thanks to Kenny Connolly. And for all your latest softball updates, check out OCVarsity.com, where we've got you covered.
Orange County Register. We are here in the service of Orange County.